Hey guys, it's teacher Sultan here. Sorry it's been a long time since my last video. So in this video, I'm giving away one free lesson to a lucky subscriber. So please take a look at my video and I will tell you how you can win a free lesson. Alright, so today we'll do a little bit of review from lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3. So make sure you go to my channel and you watch those 3 videos first. Okay, that will help you a lot. Alright, let's go to our lesson today. Let's review. Hello, how are you? I'm very good, thank you. Alright, let's review again. I want you to introduce yourself. Okay, tell me, what is your name, where are you from, how old are you, and what do you do? So pause the video and answer that. You can also write in the comments. Okay, if you don't know, try and take a look back at my older videos about introducing yourself. Alright, so pause it and give it a go. Alright, let's look at some new vocabulary. Okay, so last time we looked at some jobs. Here's some vocabulary about the places people work. Okay, so we've got a shop, a school, a restaurant, a supermarket. Again, a shop, a school, a restaurant, a supermarket. Okay, try it again by yourself. Alright, moving on. Okay, you can see here we have a hospital, a hotel, an office, a court. Again, a hospital, a hotel, an office, a court. You try. Good, very good. Very good. Three more. A shopping mall, a construction site, an airport. A shopping mall, a construction site, an airport. You try. Very good. And here I've put together some examples. So we've got from last time, and we're going to talk about also we're going to talk about what people do. We're going to talk about where those types of jobs work and what they do for that job. So let's look here. For example, what does he do? He is a janitor. What does a janitor do? A janitor cleans. Where do janitors work? Janitors work in schools and shopping malls. Okay, fantastic. So let's look at a couple more examples. Alright, if you can't remember those types of jobs, take a look at lesson 3 again. Alright, but here, what does she do? She is a sales assistant. What do sales assistants do? Sales assistants help people buy things. And where do sales assistants work? Sales assistants work in shops. Alright, fantastic. So take a look at the grammar here. Okay, what does a janitor do? A janitor cleans. What do janitors do? Janitors clean. Alright, so be careful how you say it. Be careful. Let's look at more examples. What does she do? She is a high school student. What does a high school student do? A high school student needs to study many subjects. Where do high school students study? High school students go to school, or high school students study at high school. Okay, we'll look more about high school student later. What does he do? Do you remember? He is a construction worker. What do construction workers do? Construction workers help build roads and repair buildings and roads. Where do construction workers work? Construction workers work on roads and construction sites. Alright, good, good. Try and repeat these, guys, okay? You listen and repeat. Okay. Here's some more. Here's some more. Do you remember what does she do? She is a cashier. What does a cashier do? A cashier scans items, puts them in bags, and helps you pay. Where do cashiers work? Cashiers work in supermarkets and some shops. Okay, so some shops means not every shop, but some shops. Maybe some big shops will have a cashier. Alright, let's keep going. Do you remember these two? Chef and waiter. What does she do? She is a chef. What do chefs do? Chefs cook and prepare food. Where do chefs work? Chefs usually work in a restaurant. Okay, I want you to read the other one, okay? You can read that one about the waiter by yourself, okay? Go for it, go for it. Alright, you can pause and read it. Alright, let's keep going. So I said about high school and students, often we talk about the school. Okay, so if we say here, you can see I am a high school student. I go to the name of the school. Okay. Or university student. I am a university student. I study the name of the major. Okay. Or and you can say also I study at the university name. So for example, I am a high school student. I go to Surrey Hills High School. Okay. Or any name of the high school. I go to Bangkok High School, whatever the name is. I am a university student. I study finance. I study accounting. I study architecture. Anything. I study at Oxford. I study at the University of Canberra, or whatever the university name is. Okay. Your turn, guys. Can you remember what are these jobs? What do they do? Take a think. Tell me, what do they do? Let's see if you're right. They are office workers. She is a secretary. She is a hotel receptionist. She is a business receptionist. Okay. What does an office worker do? What do they do? What does an office worker do? Take a look here. An office worker works in an office. They usually do skilled tasks and use a computer. Okay. What does a secretary do? A secretary does many tasks, such as writing emails, taking phone calls, and booking appointments. Pause the video. I want you guys to read the other two, and you can tell me what does a hotel receptionist and what does a business receptionist do. Okay, let's move on. Let's see, where do they work? Where do they work? Okay, so let's look here. I want you to tell me where they work. I will do the first one. An office worker works in an office. Great, great. I want you to tell me the other three. So pause now. You can read the other three. Let's keep going. Do you remember these jobs? What do they do? Can you tell me? Top one. She is a nurse. She is a doctor. He is a lawyer. She is a judge. Remember? What does a nurse do? What does a judge do? A nurse tends to patients or takes care of patients. A judge a judge runs a court and sometimes gives the final say in a case. I want you to tell me what a doctor and what a lawyer does. Okay? You can try and tell me. Okay. Let's keep going. Where do they work? What do you think? A nurse works in a hospital or clinic. Same with a doctor. A clinic is like a very small hospital. So there could be one doctor or maybe up to 10 or 20 doctors, probably 5 to 10 doctors. You can go to a clinic when you are a little bit sick, but not too sick, then you should go to hospital. Okay. Take a look here, guys. You can tell me where the other people work. Where do they work? Okay. But let's keep going. Do you remember these jobs? What do they do? He is a truck driver. He is a taxi driver. He is a bus driver. Very good. What does a taxi driver do? A taxi driver takes people to different places. Okay? And I want you to read what the others do. You can tell me, what does a truck driver do? What does a bus driver do? You can read it. Alright. Let's keep going. Do you remember these jobs? What do they do? You can tell me. So, he is a security guard. They are flight attendants. He is a pilot. What does a security guard do? What does a pilot do? A security guard protects a place and the people. They try to stop theft. So theft is people stealing things. Take this, take it, and run. Theft. So they try and stop thieves. What does a pilot do? A pilot flies a plane. Okay? And I want you to tell me, what does a flight attendant do? You can tell me. Alright. Let's look at some new vocabulary. We've got full-time and part-time. So sometimes, some people, they do something full-time, which means that they usually work 30 or more hours per week. Could be 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, a lot of the time. Maybe 5 days or 6 days a week. Part-time is less work, less time. It could be usually working 25 or less hours per week. But it could be 1 to 3 hours, could be 5 to 10 hours, and it doesn't have to be every day. It could be 1 day or 3 days or 5 days a week. So let's look at some cases when we can use full-time and part-time. Okay. So let's look here. So this person says, I study accounting full-time and work in an office part-time. Okay. So often a lot of students have a part-time job. Okay, so if we ask them, what do you do? They might say that I study full-time and I work something part-time. Okay. Let's look here. I am a part-time teacher and a part-time lawyer. Okay. So sometimes some teachers, especially at university, maybe he's the university teacher of law. So he teaches law, but maybe he is also a lawyer. So he still works as a lawyer. So some teachers do this as well. Okay. But some people, you could just answer. So let's say if I say, what do you do? You can say, I am a doctor. That's fine. If you don't say full-time, usually we think full-time. So you don't have to say, I am a full-time doctor. You can just say, I am a doctor. I am a teacher. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. And sometimes high school students have little part-time jobs too. So take a look here. I am a high school student and a part-time cashier. Okay. Or they could say something like, I am a high school student and I work as a cashier part-time. Alright. So a bit of flexibility there. Alright. Another word we didn't look at about what do you do. Lots of people don't work. Alright. They don't work or they don't study. So let's look at some other options. One option is here, a full-time mum or full-time mother, also known as stay-at-home mum or mother, okay, or a housewife. A housewife. Okay, housewife can be a mother, or maybe they don't have children. Doesn't matter. But full-time mum or mother, stay-at-home mum or mother, they have children or a child, like in the picture, a little baby. So what do you do? She could say, I am a full-time mum, or I am a stay-at-home mum, or a housewife. Also, there are stay-at-home dads or stay-at-home fathers. And you can also call them a full-time dad or full-time father. So same thing. But we don't call them a house husband. I don't know why. We don't have that word. But we do have housewife. So what does a full-time mother or father do? Let's take a look. Have a look here. A full-time mother or father stays at home, does home duties, and takes care of his or her children. Okay. So home duties are things like cleaning the house and cooking, things like that. Okay. All right. What about if you work, but now you're old and you stop work? So now you would be retired. I am retired. I stopped work. Now I don't work anymore. And you can also say retiree, but it is not common. Most people say, if you ask them what do you do, they would say I'm retired. Some people might say I'm a retiree, but less people. What does a retiree do? They could do anything. They could do anything they want, but usually a retiree does not work, so they can do what they like. Usually they will spend time with family and hobbies. Okay. Alright, so those are some common ones. So lots of people are, lots of people work, lots of people study, high school or university. Lots of people are a stay-at-home mom or a full-time dad. Lots of people are retired, and lots of people study full-time and work part-time. Okay, guys? So those are some very common answers for what do you do. Another one might be I'm looking for a job. Maybe they don't have a job. They might be looking for a job. So that could be a good answer too. Alright, but please guys, take a look here. Here are lots more jobs that I want you to learn for homework. You can see here, accountant, actor, actress, architect. These are some common jobs that you might hear. If you meet someone, you might say, what do you do? They might say, I'm a florist. And you think, what is a florist? So you should learn these, okay? So Try and do that for homework. You can even Google or use a dictionary to learn some more vocabulary. That is very useful for you. Okay, excellent, excellent. Again, here I've got here, just to remember, what does a janitor do? A janitor cleans. What do janitors do? Janitors clean. Janitors clean. All right. So let's look here. I will read the blue. Guys, I want you to read the green parts, okay? Okay. What do you do? What does a security guard do? Okay. What do you do? What do flight attendants do? Excellent, guys. Excellent. So, guys, very good. It is good to speak, okay? Don't be shy. Don't worry your friend or your family. Try and speak with me. You are learning English with me. You can speak with me, okay? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let's do some more. Today, this lesson will have lots of speaking, so that's good to practice speaking. All right. Again, I will read green. I will be blue. You will be green, and try and find the answer. What does she do? What does a secretary do? Where does a secretary work? Okay, if you can't do it, guys, go back and check. Go back and check. All right. What does she do? What does a sales assistant do? Where does a sales assistant work? All right, good, very good. Again, if you can't remember, go back and check. All right, let's do this. What does she do? What does a chef do? Where does a chef work? What does he do? What does a waiter do? And where does a waiter work? All right, very good, very good. Let's look here a little bit about contractions. Remember contractions: I am, I'm. Here are some more here. She is a secretary. She's a secretary. I am a security guard. I'm a security guard. He is a taxi driver. He's a taxi driver. We are flight attendants. We're flight attendants. They are office workers. They're office workers. So guys, I think these are not new, so you should know them, but keep practicing if you don't remember. Alright guys, so we're getting close to the end of the lesson. If you're still not sure about some things, go back and check some things again, because we're going to be doing dialogue, so you're going to be speaking a lot, okay? So don't be shy. I want you to talk, okay? I will read the blue. You can read the green, okay? Let's try. Hello, how are you? I am very well, thank you. What is your name? My name is Sultan. Nice to meet you. I'm from Australia. What about you? I am an English teacher. What about you? I teach online, so I don't work in a school. What about you? Where do you work? What does a sales assistant do? Who is your friend? Nice to meet you, Ben. Alright, guys, very well done, very well done. If you had any problems there, you can ask me a question, try and practice, try and read. You can use Google or dictionary to help you with pronunciation there. This time, guys, this time I want you, we're doing a similar dialogue, same thing, but I want you to make your own sentences, okay? Alright, so let's try. I've tried to help you a little bit here with some pictures and some keywords, but hopefully you can do it. Okay, let's try. Hello, how are you? I'm very good, thank you. What is your name? My name is Sultan. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I am from Australia. I am an English teacher. What about you? Ah, what does a waiter do? Okay. Who is your friend? Nice to meet you, Sarah. What does a chef do? Great. Alright, guys, fantastic, everyone. That is the end of the lesson. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you were able to talk a lot in the dialogue. Practice that with your friends. If you have any questions, you can write in the comment and ask me about it. Okay? So in this lesson, you can now identify lots of jobs and a few more things about what do you do. You can say, what is your job, or what do you do, and also about your friend. Okay? And you can ask about people's jobs, you can make more contractions, and you can talk a little bit more about jobs. So that was a bit hard, but try and practice. An office worker does skilled tasks and usually uses a computer. Things like that. It is a bit hard, but keep practicing, guys. It's very good for you. Alright, it's just about time to say goodbye, but the free lesson! There is a free lesson up for grabs. So how to get a free lesson? One lucky winner will get a free 25-minute lesson with me. Okay, we'll have to pick a time that suits us, but you will get one free lesson. So what you need to do is subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. Okay, so when you do that, take a screenshot. So take a picture of that, like my picture here. You can see I am subscribed to Teacher Sultan. Here you can click subscribe and click the bell, get notifications, and then try and take a screenshot. That's with your phone. If you're using a computer, you can use the snip tool that looks like scissors to take a screenshot. You have to click the subscribe button, click get notification, and use the snipping tool to take a screenshot. Then please share the video onto your Facebook so your friends can see, they can learn more English, you can talk with them. So to do that on your phone, click the three little dot button there and click share. Then click Facebook. You can write something and click post in the top, post, and again take a screenshot. If you're on a computer, click share at the bottom of the video and click Facebook. Same thing, write something and click post at the bottom, and take a screenshot of the post. Okay, don't delete it, please. Try and keep it there. And then step 3, last step, write me an email. You can email me anyway. You can write me an email at sultan.fahiz@hotmail.com. write to me, hello teacher Sultan, I want to get the free lesson, and put those 2 screenshots in the email. So the YouTube subscribe and the Facebook share into the email and send me the email. I will pick one random winner. I think in the next couple weeks I will pick a winner and I will email you back if you win. So thanks a lot, guys. See you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.